And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
Philadelphia Phillies.
So almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Mlb. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Pitch is in the dirt, and a count 1-2. Got him looking, and there's one down.
Oh, that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Check swing, called strike. One out, base is empty. On the ground to the left, Turner. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Two down, nobody on. Check swing went around, and it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Oh, he hit him.
Boom,
and that got him pretty flush. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Pete Alonso. Close, but called the ball. And it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one not close, and it's 2-2. And a pitch. That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swung on, belted. That's back. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. His second homer of this series. It's 2-0.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Ball 1 low. Two out, space is empty. That one misses.
That's a ball.
Yeah, that's ball 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
Ball,
And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Abel, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow!
Now, Boog, that ball had some carry on it. Great job of making a decision quickly to get up in the air. Reels it in. Excellent job to end the inning.
And we're back. And getting the call here, Griffin Canning.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Trey Turner leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ooh, missed a mistake right there.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. One away.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just looking for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Kyle Schwarber in the box now. No balls and a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Chopped left side. Beatty. Score at 5-3 for the second out. Score at 5-3 for the second out with the third baseman shifted over there. And time now for the Phillies lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored. And you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Swing and a pop-up. McNeil. He makes the grab, and that's the inning. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 2-0. all set for the
Leading
start
off
of
with
the
the
inning.
Mets,
And now the right fielder, Jared Young.
Young.
Abel back to work. Young bats left, throws right, 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swings through that. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. That one's upstairs, ball one. Young gets his lead at first, nobody out. That's off the inside corner, 2-0. And there's a strike on the outside corner. And that's outside. And that's ball three. And ball four, two aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
First and second, no outs. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Ground ball could be two. Over to stop for one. And that's two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Two outs. Check swing. He went. That is strike two.
No ball, two strikes.
Slider misses outside. Runner at third, two away. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Runner from third comes across, and they're up by 3.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. His first at bat was a strikeout. Where'd that last pitch miss? Runner at second, 2 down. Swinging a foul straight back.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. Trey Turner gloves it. Zips it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the second. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
Castellanos.
And that one upstairs, ball one.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And it's fouled away. Ground ball left side. In plenty of time to first, and Castellanos is out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Next offering is fouled back. And that's a little bit high. And now 3-1. This one in the air. McNeil. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Next offering way off the plate.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail in this one 3-0. New inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. That's in there. 0-1. And the sweeper misses. And that's off the outside edge. And it's 2-1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Juan Soto down.
The designated hitter, Juan Soto.
And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that one is in the dirt. Ball one. And that's in for a strike.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. And into second with one away. That's a double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a
Now
lost
batting,
start for
the
some,
first
so that was
baseman,
nicely
Pete
done to beat the odds.
Alonso.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
One out, runner at second. Pete Alonso, the next to hit. That's in there. That's strike one. Just
Yep, that ball
missed.
went out.
Movement in the bullpen. Ranger Suarez getting ready to go. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Come on, Phillies.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Man at second. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that one is lifted in the air. Lunges for it, but can't make the catch. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Two on, one out. McNeil digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. And that one hit to first. They get one. He's in there. And they lead by 4.
Up next to the bat, the right fielder, Jared Young.
Now it's the right fielder, Jared Young. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And a strike on the outside edge. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Ball one there. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Alonso up to third on the wild pitch.
Heads up base running right there. He just hasn't had it in this one. Been fighting himself out there, and that's just another example of it. We'll see if he can find it at all while he's still out there.
Here's a 2-1. Fastball is outside. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Belly just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a pop-up. Stop. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies nothing. And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
This is
Phillies,
Bryson
the
Stott.
second baseman,
He's already set a new
Bryson.
career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. And
Ball
downstairs. Popped up. Baden. And there's one down.
Batting 8, the first baseman, number 4.
Next is the speedy first baseman. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting 9, the center fielder,
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Marsh.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately, hitting better than .350 this month. And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game,
That's ball 2.
it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Canning checks the runner.
Safe.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
No.
And this is inside. Man at first, one away. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Out of here. Third home run of the season, and they're chipping away. It's 4-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boone. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Trey Turner at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. And that drops in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. The shortstop takes the ball.
Strike.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Two down, bases
Now
empty.
batting, the
Kyle
designated
Schwarber
hitter,
comes up to hit
Kyle
here. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his
Schwarber.
first at bat. Just
Ball. That's
missed.
inside.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. That one's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a good
Ball
eye
2.
there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-2. Back after this on the show. Back here in
Leading
Philadelphia
off for the Mets,
as
the
we go to the
catcher,
top of the
number 13,
fourth. Here's the
Luis
catcher for the Mets,
Torrens.
Luis Torrens. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kepler sizes this one up, drops into the glove, one down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Brett Beatty will hit next.
Beatty.
He hit into a double play his first time up. Swinging a foul straight back.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor doubled his first time up. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Makes the grab on the run, and that is that. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Down the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
He gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Hit in the air, center field. Taylor ranging after it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Nick.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. He's 0 for 1. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there.
Now
that
batting,
front shoulder
left fielder,
coming open
Matt
instead of staying closed.
Kepler.
If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Kepler stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Nope, outside.
Fly ball center field. He's got it, and that is that. So they go quietly there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 2.
Now pitching for
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Ranger Suarez. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Suarez.
Here's Francisco
Leading off for
Lindor.
the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
So up next, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one. Foul ball. Suarez, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Popped up left side. Boom. Has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Soto in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Two down, nobody on. Outside low, and a count 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And that one is downstairs. Ball 2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so...
That's strike 3, and the 3rd out. So we take a break. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 2. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. Set to get us started. Bottom 5. JT Real Muto. Canning back to work. That one's in there. Strike 1.
Well, these Phillies need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Bryson.
And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. First time up was a pop out. And a strike in there. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Up and
Ball
in, 2-2.
2-2 to count.
That's a little bit low. And there's ball 4.
That pitch is low.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now the first baseman, 1 for 1 with a single so far.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ground ball right side, it squirts through. The throw to third. The tag out.
Well, that was a great throw from right to cut him down, trying to go first to third. It's such an exciting play, and it was tough to tell if he tried to push it on his own or if the base coach was waving him around. But with the ball behind you, that's when you have to rely on your coach to have a good feel for the play, and right there, it just didn't work out for him.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two outs. Way out front for strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That misses. Now 1-2. That one is upstairs. And that's down and away. Trey Turner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing a walk. Very gritty.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner getting ready to hit.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That one outside, and that is ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Way outside, 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
High fly ball out towards left field. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Phillies leave a couple. Still down by a count of 4-2. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's a big power threat. Pete Alonso. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Jeff McNeil stands in. There's a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next offering is downstairs.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Grounder might be 2. Over to stop for 1. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The right fielder, Jared Yoek.
And next for the Mets, Jared Young. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 2. bottom of the 6th inning. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that is out of play. And a foul ball. That one just misses. Action in the Mets bullpen. Dedniel Nunez up and loosening in the pen. Stanek also throwing. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's inside.
2 strikes.
Rips that one to right. One up, one down.
Now batting, third baseman.
And here comes Alec Bohm.
Boom.
Headed towards the corner. Dives. What a play.
Just a great jump off the bat, and he was fully committed. Lays out, dives, makes a beautiful catch, and his pitcher is going to be pretty happy about that one.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
This one in the air, right field. Young. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 4 and the Phillies 2.
Now pitching for
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Matt Strom.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
And stepping in for New York, Luis Torrens.
Number 13.
This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That one fouled off.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His second of the year, and they add a run. It's 5-2.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. Did not go. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Up and in, and it's 2-1. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Orion Kerkering getting loose out there. Sanchez warming up as well. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
In the air, left field, Kepler puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone
Taylor, the next to hit. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Pop foul out of play off to the right. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
And the 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
And there's a foul ball.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Base knock, center field. And that extends the inning.
The left fielder, number 9.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Yeah, the batter now, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 in this one. Lindor back in there. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. And a slider misses down and away.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Next offering is down low. Just missed. Juan Soto waiting to hit for the Mets. Next offering is in for a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. Juan Soto digs in now. And that one fouled off. Foul ball there. Lindor on second. Nimmo at first. 2 out of the inning. That just misses, and it's 1-2. That's down and in. Now all even up. Just off the outside edge. Pete Alonso would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
And they're all loaded up.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Now, Pete Alonso. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
And that's in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
2 outs. Bases are full. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now 5-2. Major League Baseball is on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dedniel Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now batting Max Kepler.
For the Phillies.
The Phillies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Way high there, and it's 1-1. Fastball catches the corner at the knees.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
And now it's JT Realmuto.
Realmuto.
Upstairs.
1-1, no strikes.
The Phils trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air to left down the line. Nimmo sizing this one up. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 5.
And here is Bryson Stott. There's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone. Going to count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Next offering upstairs. Chop to third, but it kicks foul. 2 down, nobody on. That one missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Alonso makes the catch, and that is the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail at 5-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Now
the 8th. Christopher
Phillies.
Sanchez.
Just
Number
trying to keep this one
61.
close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now,
Leading
Jeff
off for the
McNeil.
Mets, the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
First pitch, and he just misses. Sanchez, a tall lefty, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Strike one.
1-1.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder.
So up next for New York, Jared Young. Line drive and foul ball. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second
7,
extra base
Brett
hit. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a foul out of play. The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Torrens
1 ball, 2
on its
strikes,
second with 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2. got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Mets strand one, and it remains 5-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. And ball one.
1-1.
This to third, and that's just foul. And a pitch. Popped up. Stop. Nabs it. One away. Here's a Mets lineup now. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Tyrone Taylor.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Brandon Nimmo stands in now and watches strike one. One out, base is empty. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Next offering upstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Juan Soto at the plate and takes high there. Two outs. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. That misses, and a count 2-1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one drilled left field, and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're dialed into the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And towing the slab in this one, Griffin Canning. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
And now, Trey Turner. Fouled off left side. This one popped up, and that's a foul ball. And he hits a ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. One gone, bottom half of the first. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Had a real struggle this year. They're at the very bottom of the league in on-base percentage, and of course, when that's the case, other offensive categories follow suit, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, at times they come out early just to run the bases so that these players won't forget in case they are able to break out and, you know, get some hits and run around. But, yeah, in all seriousness, it's not a lot of fun when you're not getting on base, when you're not out there at least able to trade off, and a runner on second base, you get a knock, you drive them in, or you hit a double and you trade places with them. All that kind of stuff just keeps you excited about the game, and they just haven't been able to experience it very much.
Caught him looking for the K.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but
Batting
certainly
third,
got away
the
with the
third
location
baseman.
there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
That's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
To third. And it gets by him. Jump throw. And the Phillies are set down in order.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Second inning
Leading
set
off
to
with the
go.
Mets,
Now
the
it's
first
going to
baseman,
be Pete Alonso.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Abel back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In the air, right side. Castellanos sizes this one up and makes the grab. 1 down.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
McNeil.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
In there, and it's 0-1. No score here in the second. Swings and misses, struck him out. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Jared Young in the box now. No balls and a strike. Strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 13, Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And that's in there at the knees.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Check on the runner. Young back on a dive. And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Mets leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the veteran outfielder, Nick Castellanos.
Castellanos.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Nimmo hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Out to center. Taylor under it. Brings it in, and that's the third out. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Beatty measures 6 feet 2 inches. In the 8th spot in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed. Next pitch is outside. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting none.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. First pitch just misses. Beatty on at first, nobody out. Right side, and there's one down.
The batter, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He popped out his first time. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Throw, tag, ow! A bullet from JT Realmuto.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run call from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Check swing, called strike. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we are still scoreless. Back here in
Leading up
Philadelphia
for the
as
Phillies,
we go
the
to
second
the
baseman,
last of the third.
Bryson.
Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. First pitch misses.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one missing inside. And he walked him on 4 pitches. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
They'll just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone. He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Canning checks the runner. Stop. Dives back in safely. Number 4 in the box now. Takes strike 1.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
It's through for a hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
First and second, no outs. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Inside, and a count now 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on, probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second, no outs here in the last half of the third. Squirts away a little bit. The tag at third, and he's out.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Trey Turner with a chance now.
In the grand scheme of things, this at bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at bat.
That misses the zone. Ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And there's a strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a count 1-2. Two on, 1 out.
3.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. That's outside. And that's ball 1.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt, runners hold. Count moves to 2-0. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And another ball. Alec Bohm in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Called strike right there. Next offering is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one is back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Phillies leave a couple, and we're still knotted at 0. Start of the 4th. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
That one hammered center field. That's going back. Back some more. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. He circles the bases. His 14th of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here's Juan Soto. Struck out swinging his first time. Right down to shoot. It's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Next offering misses down and away. Good eye right there. Up the middle. And he can't come up with it.
The batter, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Flied to right his first time. And there's a ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. Golden opportunity right here. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Soto on third. Alonso stands at second. No outs. On the ground. Boom. Goes out to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
The batter, the right fielder, Jared Young.
Next to hit, Jared Young.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Nope.
Close
Ball
one. Doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Ball, that's just out.
There's a strike at the knees.
Ball inside.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Top half of inning number 4. Cut on, he missed, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's the catcher, Luis Torrens.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And the first
Inside,
pitch
ball
misses for ball 1. Two on, 2 outs. And that
Ball 2.
misses. And the count is 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Brett Beatty up next for the Mets. That one finds the zone, and it's 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Bottom of the 4th,
Leading
now
up
the third
for the
baseman,
Phillies,
Alec Bohm.
the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Young makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. 0 for 1 so far. And a foul ball. The Mets up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Ball 1 there. Next offering way upstairs. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
And the batter now, Max Kepler. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering upstairs. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Abel back to work. That just misses, and that is ball 1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Leading off for the Mets.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. He's 0 for 1. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Real Muto throws not in time. It's a stolen base. No outs. Runner on second. Out towards right center field. Can't get there, and it deflects off him. Headed for the plate. Still able to fire over. It's offline. The run comes in, and they take a 2-run lead.
Oh, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Outside, ball 1. Pickoff throw, and he's back safely. Next pitch, not close, up high. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Ranger Suarez. The lefty looks to be getting himself ready. Sanchez getting cranked up as well. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Runner on the go. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Mick Abel won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Ranger Suarez.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. And that one is inside. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that chance handled. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
Now batting.
And now it's Juan Soto. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And delivers outside. And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
Here's Pete Alonso. 1 for 2.
Counts 1-0.
Squirts away a little bit. And that's outside. And now 2-0. Soto, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. That one felt good. His second home run of the series. It's 5-zip. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. That one's in there, 0-1. Two down, nobody on.
Ball 1. 1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs. That one outside, and the count's even at 2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Got him swinging. 4 runs in the inning on 4 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies nothing. And we're back. Here's JT Realmuto.
The catcher.
The one thing you can look at with Realmuto, and we talked about this in high school. You know, this guy was a quarterback, very athletic. He was an infielder. So, you know, he's not stuck at catcher. Like, he's a great catcher. But if you needed to play him somewhere else, become a first baseman, you definitely have that option. Probably even some third base. But he's not just catcher only, although that's what he does. His athleticism can put him in a position for a team that if they wanted to do more, they could.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Young hauls it in, and there's one away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
This is Bryson Stott. Walked his first time.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but The crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me,
Ball one, no
as an
strike.
outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Check swing, called strike. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. And he grounds one to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, number 4.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ground ball up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Center fielder, number
Only
60,
2 hits allowed so far tonight,
Brendan.
Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And now the center fielder, Brandon Marsh, worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. And that one fouled off. And that one is inside ball 1. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball, that pitch is out.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Ground ball right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. 1 left for Philadelphia. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back at Citizens
Leading
Bank
off with
Park,
the net,
top of the
the right
6th
fielder,
inning. And now the right
Jared
fielder, Jared Young. Suarez, a 6-1 lefty. He features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Boom. Throws on to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The batter, the catcher, Luis Torrens.
And next for the Mets, Luis Torrens, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one ripped, but foul. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
And he chases that one below the zone. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead, getting that W.
2 down, base is empty. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. That's in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
2 outs, runner at first. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Liner, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Marsh makes the catch. And that is that. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies nothing. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Trey Turner. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that drops in for a strike. Inside, almost got him. Out to short. Lindor slings to first. 1 away. Bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle.
Here comes Schwartz to the plate.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Ball, that's inside.
That one ripped. That's back there. Going, gone. His 24th home run of the season, and they've got their first run. It's 5-1.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now it's Alec Bohm. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Counts 1-0.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Castellanos. He's hitting well here at Citizens Bank Park, which is more of a hitter's park. On the ground, could be 2. Glove flip to second, double play. And that'll do it for the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 5-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And now Brandon Nimmo.
Nimmo.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Marsh on the move. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. That one pushed to the left and foul. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Whips it to first. They get the out on Soto.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So 2 down now, and here is Pete Alonso. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs. That one out to right. Castellanos moves on it. Makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now Max Kepler. And that drops in for a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that event seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Griffin Canning departs, and he exits with a nice lead. Threw the ball well, and we'll have a new pitcher when we come back.
Now pitching for
taking over on the mound for the Mets, Daniel Nunez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here comes Real Muto.
Let's go, Phillies!
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Inside, ball 2.
He never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. The Mets leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th.
I got 3 and 2.
Got him. 2 up, 2 down.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And here is Bryson Stott. There you see his May and June numbers so far. That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Justin Garza, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Stanek also getting ready. Fought off foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one missed.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That misses the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just off the outside edge.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Upstairs, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Number 4 in the box again, takes a strike. Stop off of first with 2 away. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Swing and a miss at 96, struck him out. And that is that. Phillies strand 1, down here 5-1.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Phillies.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matt Strom.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
And stepping in for New York, Jeff
The second
McNeil.
baseman, Jeff McNeil.
That misses, and that's ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes. Let's go, Phillies.
Swings through that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Young, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Orion Kirkering, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Sanchez getting loose as well. Next offering is fouled back. Not even close there. 2-1. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's to third. Boom. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Two outs, base is empty. Luis Torrens will hit next. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Come on, Matty.
Foul ball. Yoek. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. They lead this one, though, 5-1.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now,
York.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
55.
8th. Ryan Stanek.
Ryan
He's having a ton of
Stanek.
success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
So digging in,
Leading
Brandon
up for
Marsh.
the Phillies, the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
First pitch misses. Just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Here's Turner now. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off.
Let's see it, Philadelphia.
Ball.
1-1.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Justin Garza appears to be getting loose. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. The Phillies down by 4 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering misses. 3-1 now. One down, base is empty, and it's fouled away. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
One down.
Kyle.
So here's the Phillies DH,
Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber. He's already homered here in this one.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab, 2 down. Alec Bohm
Now
stands
batting,
in for the
third
Phillies.
baseman, Alec Bohm.
Let's go, Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Turner leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that misses. And 1-1. And that's
2 balls,
outside.
1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
And it remains 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Count is 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on
Nope.
and
Ball
2
four.
outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but
Up
this
next
inning still
for the
has life.
Phillies, the right fielder, Nick.
First and second,
Castellanos.
2 outs. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 in this one. Fouled off down the right side. That one the other way. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. And they put up the stop sign at third. Probably the right move to not risk the out at the plate there with 2 down.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ryan Stanek gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Edwin Diaz.
Gets an opportunity to square
Now
off
pitching
against
for
his
the
former
Mets.
team, so I wouldn't be surprised
Number
if he
39.
came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Diaz.
Max Kepler now at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That one's
Nope.
upstairs, ball 1. The next
Nope,
offering
that's ball.
misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
2 balls,
He's had a
1
tough day
strike.
at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. That one just misses. 3 and 2 now.
That's a really good take.
Tying run at the plate. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Phillies.
It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
61.
mound, Christopher Sanchez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging
Leading
in,
off
Brett
the net,
Beatty.
the third baseman.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup
Brett
as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Right through there for a strike. Sanchez, a 6'6" southpaw. He features a sinker, a changeup, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. That one pushed foul. Pitch
One ball,
misses.
2
Ball
strikes.
1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's inside.
In. Ball 2.
Well struck right field. That one back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Runner at second, nobody out.
One ball, 1 strike.
In the dirt. To third,
On the
tag,
tag,
got him.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. It gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. And that one missing low. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. One down, base is empty. Ring him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Next to hit, Francisco Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch in foul ground. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 5 and the Phillies 2. And we're back,
Leading
ready
up
to go for the last
Phillies,
half of the inning.
the captain,
So digging in now
JT.
for Philadelphia,
Real
JT Real
Muto.
Muto. There's a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Young brings it in, and there's one down.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Bryson.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Next one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Late with the swing there.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
The Mets trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That one almost got him. This ball's chopped on the ground, but it kicks foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
3-2. Up and in, ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his
Now
spot.
batting,
Hitter didn't
number
offer
4.
at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. And now the first baseman. First pitch, not close.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Stop at first, 1 gone. To short, could be 2. Flips to second, that's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Center
Well,
fielder,
an aggressive
number
slide at
16,
second base, but it was
Brendan.
legal. I like it because you're trying to
Mark.
break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The Phils trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. That misses the zone. 2-1. Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
The Phillies down to their final strike. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it.
Well, at this point of the year, first day of the summer, teams are really starting to figure out who they are. No more excuses about cold weather or any inclement conditions. Now I think we'll start to see what this team is really made of as we move forward.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.